Hello and welcome to the Wild Seed Yoga YouTube channel. My name is Steph Andrea and I am the certified yoga instructor based in Atlanta, Georgia, bringing you today's flow and a whole host of yoga sessions and advice for your journey. Today's flow is going to be all about balance. We are going to begin by centering ourselves. Inhale, send the arms up. Lift your gaze to follow. Root into your feet, into your hips. Breathe in, allow your belly to expand. Allow your chest to open up. Exhale, relax in the shoulders. Allow your arms to come down to your sides. Breathe in, send your arms up. And breathe out, allow them to come forward. Exhale. Ground into the palms. Sit your hips back towards your heels. Taking a moment here to ground into the palms. Root into the heel of the palm. Send your hips back away from your shoulders and your palms. Breathe in along your spine. Breathe out. Exhale, relax in the shoulders, relax in the elbows. Allow yourself to fold forward. Widen your knees if you'd like some more space for your child's pose. Breathe in, lift your gaze, lift your palms, or ground into your palms. Inhale, exhale, tuck your toes. Root your hips back towards your heels again. We're gonna stretch the feet. Rotate your heels. You may even press your hips up briefly. Press your hips back, press your heels back with your heels directly in alignment with your knees. You're giving yourself some more space there. Breathe in to lengthen. Gaze out in front of your palms. And breathe out. Lift your hips. Root your heels towards the ground. Bring your gaze back towards your feet. Breathe in. Fill the belly. Lift the hips away from your shoulders, away from your heels. Exhale, relax the heels down. Keep that length, that lift up from the hips through the shoulders. Relax your head and neck. Maybe give yourself a little rotation in the neck. You can bring some motion here to this downward facing dog. Bend your knees. Stretch your feet. Still stretching the feet for our balance. As you breathe in, fill up along your belly and along your back. As you breathe out, allow your gaze to come back. Allow your shoulders to relax as your chest comes down and back. Take a deep breath in. Lift your right heel up and back. And exhale. Allow your toes to come back down. That's just a little bit of a stretch there. See how that feels in your palms. You may want to root into your palms. Press your shoulders up and back. Press your hips back. Bring your gaze back towards your feet again, resetting your hips. Breathe in. Lift your heels up. And exhale. Lower your toes. One good stretch here. Now we're going to draw your shoulders forward, lower your hips. Plank. We're going to line shoulders, hips, and ankles. If you feel tension in your lower back here, if this weight bearing is bringing you issue in the front body or it's too much for your wrists, go ahead and lower your knees and focus on drawing your hips forward. Keep a slight bend in your elbows wherever you are. But our goal here is alignment from shoulders to hips to knees and then ankles if you're in full plank. Deep breath in here to align shoulders, hips, and ankles. Exhale and press everything forward onto your toes, really as if a board is moving forward. Then lower, bend your elbows, keep them in close to your body, and relax. Ground into your entire front body. I'm going to take a moment here to set back onto the mat. Now ground into your entire front body. Check in with your toes again. You can rock your heels side to side. Breathe in to gather that energy. Wide palms. Exhale. Relax. Inhale, lift your shoulders. Lift your palms, baby cobra. Just beginning to wake up the back, engage the back. Breathe in, see where the breath travels. And breathe out, relax down. Draw your elbows up underneath your shoulders. Ground into your palms, ground back into your elbows, lift your shoulders. Now imagine if we didn't do any engaging in the front of the forearms, here's where we'd be, right? But we have the opportunity here to make wide palms, root in, lift through the shoulders, breathe in, fill your belly up, allow your chest to expand, and exhale. See if you can relax in those same shoulders. Right? So we've still got that length. Again, contrast to this. We engage, we draw up, we breathe in, we extend, and Sphinx pose. One more full breath in here. Exhale, decide if you'd like to lift your heels for a bit more of a stretch in the hips in the front of your body. See how it feels one at a time, and then maybe both. Gentle stretch for the front of the body. Exhale, relax everything back down. Tuck your toes, ground into your palms. Breathe in to gather the energy. Breathe out, ground into your palms, lift your shoulders. Send your hips back. Full breath in. Exhale, lift your hips. Downward facing dog, gaze back towards your feet. Full breath in here. And exhale. Inhale, send your right heel up and back. Press your heel into the sky. Exhale, bring your right knee down. Bring your shoulders forward. Bring your hips down and forward. Hover your right knee. Now, if you're feeling some tension here, you can allow your right toes to touch down, or you can use your breath in to keep that integrity in your front body. Exhale, send it back up. Breathe in at the top. Exhale, bring your knee in towards the center line of your body, towards your nose. Level out your shoulders, ground into both palms. Breathe in. Exhale, press back. Allow that left knee to bend as you shift your hips down and up. Full breath in, gather the energy. Exhale, draw your knee in across the center line of your body and over to the left side. Breathe in, integrity in the front body. Exhale, send it back up. Full breath in. Exhale, lower both feet together. Inhale, gather your energy. Exhale, draw your shoulders forward. Breathe into a line. Exhale, shift forward and down. Right. Inhale, lift up to a full cobra if you'd like. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your left heel up and back. Full breath in. Exhale, bring your left knee in. So we're going to tuck the hip. Bring the knee in towards the elbow. Align shoulders, hips, and ankle on the other side. Breathe in to keep that integrity in the upper body. Exhale, press up and back. Inhale at the top. Exhale, bring your knee in towards your nose. Keep it towards the center line. Draw from your palms upward. Full breath in. Then exhale, use the core to press your heel up and back once more. Inhale at the top, gather that energy. Exhale, draw your knee in and across your body to your right side. Hover, use that core to keep it up. Breathe in. Send it up and back. Inhale at the top. Exhale, down dog. Inhale to plank. Align your shoulders, hips, and ankles. Exhale to press forward and down. Inhale to a back bend of your choice. I'm going to go with Sphinx pose, take a moment to really embody it. Stretch that same core that was just engaged, helping me to flow with control, keeping the balance. And exhale, relax it down. Bring your palms back underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes. We're going to shift the weight back towards our heels and lift for downward facing dog. Full breath in here. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Ground into both feet. Inhale to lift halfway. You use a block here. You may place your hands on your knees. You may even open your palms out to the sides. Sometimes I like to do that just to encourage length and openness. Breathe in and exhale. Fold the knees. Allow your shoulders to come down. Relax your head and neck. You may bring motion here as well, shifting your hips side to side, bending one knee at a time, lifting one heel at a time. Breathe into the points of connection. Breathe out and allow yourself release and relief. Now ground into both feet. Inhale to lift all the way up. From your feet to your hips to your vertebra, one at a time, lifting your shoulders above your hips. Inhale, send your arms up, bring your palms to overhead. Exhale, allow your hands to come back behind your head, thumbs meeting at your neck or upper back. Breathe in to extend from your heels to your hips to your shoulders. And breathe out. Allow your shoulders to come back above your hips, palms to your sides, mountain pose. Now that we find ourselves standing, let's take a moment to check in from the feet up through the hips. So we're gonna rock up onto your toes, back up onto your heels, to the outsides, insides of your feet. Ground into your heels. Inhale, send your arm up. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Ground into both palms. You can begin to bend your knees slightly, grounding into all 10 toes. Then we're going to shift the weight into your left foot, lift your right knee. Inhale, lift your right heel up. Flex your heel down. Take a moment to center yourself, draw that midline up through both shoulders to your crown. Exhale, step your right foot back behind you. You can angle your big toes to the top corner. You can also lift your back heel. We're going to stay with the back heel lifted. If that's good for you, ground into your front foot. Press forward from that, right? As we press forward, you may find that your ankle is behind your knee. Give yourself a bit more space, all right? I'm gonna have a wide base, so you can also consider widening your feet because our hips are square to the front of the mat. Now breathe in, ground into both feet, the ball of your back foot, the entirety of your front foot. Send your energy upward. Breathe in, allow yourself to expand. Exhale, where can you relax? Maybe in the jaws, maybe in the shoulders. Full breath in, lift your belly, lift your chest. Maybe even lift your gaze. And exhale, draw your shoulders forward, lift your hips, bring your fingertips back in alignment with your back leg. We're gonna check back in with that front leg, pressing forward, but this time we're gonna lift the shoulders up. Use your core to keep that line along your right leg. Inhale, lengthen, lift your gaze, focus that energy forward. Exhale, use your core to lift your shoulders back up. Send your fingertips towards the sky, lift your gaze. Bring that energy from your front foot to stabilize, breathe in. Exhale, relax in the shoulders. One more time. Inhale to expand. Exhale to fold forward over your front leg. Shoulders extend up and ahead. Gaze out. Exhale. Breathe in, bring your palms together. We're gonna bring that energy back into that left foot. Lift off, right heel up. Warrior 3. Press your right heel back. Draw your left toe inward. This will keep your right hip in check with your left hip. Now, you want to keep in mind that Warrior 3 is about alignment. It's not about being parallel to the mat, but we can lift our shoulders forward and up, and we can send the heel back and up. Breathe in to extend from that back heel out through your crown, whether that is parallel or at an angle. Feel free to bend that standing leg to give yourself a bit of grace, and keep in mind that if your toe touches the mat, you are still in Warrior 3. So breathe in and embody. Breathe out. Allow your right foot to come back behind you. Ground into both feet. Breathe in, send your palms up towards the sky. And exhale, draw your shoulders forward. Send your hips back. Give yourself a slight bend in that left foot. Again, left leg, left knee. Send your shoulders forward. Try and relax them still though. Breathe in. Gather the energy from your feet up through your hips. Exhale, fold. Bend that left knee more. Feel free to grab a block, any other support. Angle that big toe to the back corner or to the top corner of the room. Breathe in and exhale to relax here. Allow yourself to relax here. Now breathe in. Gather the energy. Send your shoulders forward. Exhale, extend one more time. Ground into that front foot, breathe in. Exhale, lift all the way up. Inhale at the top and place that left hand on your hip. Draw your right shoulder up and forward. Breathe in to stretch. Wonderful. Exhale. Windmill both hands down. Breathe in, step back to plank, or take a breather in child's pose or down dog. If you'd like to take another chaturanga, exhale to press forward, lower down. Inhale, lift your chest, draw it forward, and breathe out to come back towards our down dog. Ground into both palms. Inhale, send your left heel up and back. Exhale, relax. Inhale, send your right heel up and back. Exhale, relax. Now ground into both palms. Ground into your feet. Exhale and step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lift all the way up. Exhale to bring your hands down to heart. Ground into both palms. Open up across your chest. Ground into your right foot. And then lift through your left. Raise your left knee. Take a moment here to focus. Steady. Wonderful. Exhale. Relaxing the shoulders. Flex the heel. Check in. One more time, breathe in. Exhale, step your left foot back behind you. Coming into crescent, or if you prefer, warrior 1. Check in with the distance that you've created here. Always feel free to adjust your feet by widening when our hips are square again, or by giving yourself some more space if you find yourself bringing your knee in front of your ankle, and give yourself a bit more room, right? Breathe in, lengthen up. Exhale, relaxing the shoulders, lift your gaze. Breathe in to lift and lengthen from that back foot forward. Ground into your front foot to stabilize. Exhale to draw your shoulders forward. Lift your hips. Align the left side. Breathe in. Arrow lunge. Exhale, use your core to lift your shoulders back up. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in to extend, keeping in mind warrior 3. Exhale. Lift. Inhale to lengthen. Ground into your right foot. Hover your back toes. Warrior 3. Find your warrior 3. Allow yourself to embody from heel to crown. Trust your balancing leg. Allow your toes to touch. That brings you a bit of stability. Or trust your core, or you can utilize the block or the ground. From our warrior 3, gonna lower the toes. Inhale to lengthen up. And exhale. Draw the shoulders forward. Right hip back, left hip forward. Breathe in to lengthen your shoulders. Give yourself a slight bend in your right leg just for stability, for a bit of grace. Send your fingertips forward. Test your core. Trust yourself. Breathe in. Exhale, fold. Allow yourself to relax. Allow yourself to stretch. Bend that right knee as much as you'd like. Allow your head and neck to flow forward and stretch. Inhale. Gather your energy from your feet. Exhale, lift your shoulders forward, fingertips follow. Breathe in one good time. Exhale, lift up the rest of the way. And we'll stretch. Inhale. Bring that right hand to your hip. Right into both feet. Draw your left hip forward. Right shoulder back. Breathe in, extend, exhale. Lower both palms. Inhale to plank. Exhale, press forward and down. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale. Let's come back into a child's pose. We're gonna lift up onto both fingertips. Gaze out. Breathe in. Gaze inward. Breathe out. I'm gonna walk one fingertips back at a time. So we come shoulders back above the hips. Breathe and turn your arms up, palms overhead. Exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Take a moment and integrate what we've done. Ground in with your center of gravity lower to the earth. Consider your intention, what you may have learned, what you may have let go. Breathe in, send your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Tuck your toes, stretch your feet. Ground your elbows into the mat, wide palms. Shoulders. Go and check and see if your shoulders are above your elbows. And we're going to do a little bit of a test. Notice the shoulders here. Remember our grounding into the Sphinx pose. Ground into your palms. Lift through your elbows. Engage your shoulders, right? Tuck your toes. Full breath in. And exhale. Lift your hips. Send your gaze back towards your feet. Dolphin pose. You may walk your hips up. You may widen your feet. Allow yourself to really extend your hips up into the sky and really lift through your elbows to send your shoulders lengthening up towards your hips. And when you're ready, exhale, bend your knees, lift your gaze. Wonderful. Ground into both palms. Tuck your knees in, and we're going to come down onto the feet. Few seated poses briefly. Ground into your heels, into your hips. Inhale, send your arms up towards the sky. Ground into your heels, into your hips. Sort of a posture check here. Not the most exciting pose, it may seem, but the challenge here is to really engage. Grounding into the heels, lifting gently through the knees. Pressing the hips into the ground to support the shoulders and crown. Allowing your shoulders to expand. Breathe in, send your arms up. Breathe out, fold forward. Allow your palms to relax. Allow your elbows to gently bend. Inhale, lift your arms up, your shoulders up. Press your palms, wide palms, into the mat behind you. Maybe about 6 inches away from your hips. Root your heels into the mat. Begin to engage your palms. You can even bend your elbows to give yourself a little bit of grace here. Lift your hips. As you lift your hips, lift your gaze. Allow your shoulders to extend up and back. Exhale to relax. Release the breath. One more breath in. Exhale, lower your hips. Allow your shoulders to come back. Bring your feet together. Allow your palms to ground behind you. Breathe in to lift your belly and your chest away from your hips. And breathe out to roll your hips back. Bring your shoulders forward. Bring your chin towards your chest. Breathe in, ground into your palms. Fill your belly up. Lift your chest. Lift your gaze. And breathe out. Allow yourself to turn inward. Feel free to do this as long as you'd like. Feel free to rock your shoulders side to side. What we're really doing here is using the space between the shoulders and the hips to stretch and release any tension remaining from those poses. Come back to center. Rock side to side. Come to stillness when you feel your weight evenly distributed on both sides. Breathe in to lengthen your chest, your shoulders up. And breathe out. Bring your palms to the ground. Bring your feet behind you. Lower all the way down to the mat. Send your palms back, facing down. Breathe into ground into your entire front body. Back where we began. Breathe out. Allow your heels to come up. Allow them to rock side to side. Send your feet back. Breathe in to gather your energy. Breathe out. Lift your shoulders. Lift your legs. Breathe in and let the breath travel. And breathe out. Allow yourself to relax back down. Bring your palms up underneath your shoulders one more time. You may even tuck your toes. Inhale to gather your energy. Exhale, press your hips back. Toes together, child's pose. Full breath in. Forehead down. Now we will lift up. Walk your hands back one more time. Bring your knees together. Feet hip width apart. Breathe in. Press your hips forward. Lift your gaze. Allow your elbows to come back towards each other. Exhale, lower your hips. Come all the way down. Allow your hips to rest. Allow your heels to ground. Come to recline. Take a full breath in. Send your fingertips up beyond the mat. And breathe out. Tug your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your knees. Full breath in. Breathe out to relax your shoulders down. Allow your knees to fall to the left. Allow your arms to come to either side. Full breath in here. And turn your head towards the arm away from your leg for a deeper twist. And bring your right hand to your right hip for a gentler twist. Feel free to relax here for a bit. Other option for deepening your twist, connecting your left hand with your right leg. Down into both feet. Steady your hips. And allow both legs to come to the other side. Again for a gentler twist. You may send your head away from your legs. Or bring your left hand to your hip. Again, you can connect your right hand with your left leg, form a circuit, or deepen the twist. Breathe out. Come back to center. One more time. Hug your knees into your chest. Release your legs long. Breathe in. Full body stretch. And breathe out. Relax your arms to your sides. Allow your toes to relax. Allow your knees to soften. Allow your hips to spread. Allow your spine to be supported. Release any burdens from your shoulders. Close your eyes. Know that you're safe to rest your crown. If you enjoyed this flow, if you have any questions about yoga postures or your yoga journey, please feel free to reach out and be sure to subscribe, like, and share this video. Until next time, peace.